first day back, 2026. How's the energy? How's the group? How excited are you to get going?
Yeah, really excited. I think, we saw the excitement in the guys today, and oftentimes we temper our expectations given it's the first day back, but the level was extremely high. Having some of the youngers in with the group didn't drop the level. They actually rose to the level, and just a great feeling. And, after last year, I think we have there's a lot of reflection in the offseason, whether you're a player or staff member. And so I think you felt that excitement, that sense of urgency to get back to playing again.
Obviously, you've spent recent weeks changing your staff a little bit, a couple new faces from the Monarchs, Frederick coming in from outside, although he does have a little history with the club. What's it like for you to kind of have a new composition in the coaches room?
I think it's what do they say? The only thing in life that's certain is uncertainty or change. And that's kind of been the way. I think the infrastructure at the club has been such that it makes for these changes to be more seamless. One of the things that we talk about is just getting great people in the building, and I think both Jamal and Fred are great people, and they're also very good coaches and great coaches. And so it's just about, the acclimation phase. And obviously all that is like any other relationship. It takes time to build trust. But when you have great people in the building, that time frame is shortened quite a bit. So really excited to get to work with the new coaches, the staff, and and it's been we haven't missed a step. It's been great.
Obviously, a little bit of a different calendar, maybe having a week here, then off to Portugal for a couple weeks. Still a few bodies missing, maybe some new players still to come in to join the group at some point. But the season's only 6 weeks away. So how do you and the group kind of manage, again, more constant change over the next 6 weeks?
Yeah, I think that's always the difficult part. I think in an ideal world, I guess, which is something that doesn't exist, is that you have everyone here, day one for preseason. But some of the players that hopefully will be joining the group have a bit more experience. So I think a lot of these things will be kind of drip fed as they come into camp, And I think the important thing too is, from a coaching perspective, is to only focus on the players that you have in the building. You never know. There's so many variables that go into bringing players in. You don't know if they're going to fall through at any point. So just putting all our love, care, and attention to the guys that we have, and hopefully, when the guys join up with the group, we'll have a group that's ready to compete and ready to step up for new positions.
Awesome.
A little bit on that note, maybe the biggest change right now that you're sort of dealing with is sort of in that center of defense, with obviously Ojeda leaving and Vera leaving, sort of that center back six area. Just what do you like about, I don't know, we need to go through each guy individually necessarily, but just what do you like about kind of that area and sort of where you're at?
Yeah, I think those are two areas that we're looking to continue to look at as far as bringing players in to make it a bit stronger. I think the guys that are returning, guys like, Emeka, Noel, Pablo Ruiz, and now we have Griffin Dillon into that mix. And I feel really, really good about the players' ability to, the MLS experience they have, how they understand the game model. And then in the back line, you got guys like Kobe and Phillip that have been waiting for an opportunity. You have, returners, Jay Glad has been a fixture in our back line. And so, like I said, I feel really good about the group, and I think, bringing in a bit of competition in those areas will only bring out the best of the players we currently have.
It seems like every year when preseason starts, there's always somebody that comes in. And I'm not even talking about like tactically skill-wise or like that sort of thing, but somebody who comes in fitness-wise who jumps out like, oh, you don't seem like you're in preseason form. Did anybody kind of have that approach on you?
Well, I wouldn't say anyone in particular. What I will say is this is probably the fittest group that we've had in any preseason since I've been here, as far as the collective. And I think that speaks volumes of, the messaging that we've had for the last few years, because it takes time for it to kind of set in and to see, I think 95 plus players come in at the fitness level that we expect is a really powerful statement. So just really pleased, because now we can really get into the work. I think if you have to wait for guys to build up their fitness, it's a quick preseason. There's a lot of travel. You lose a lot of days. And so my experience is the fitter we are coming in, the quicker we can now start to apply the tactical part and the technical part to the game.
Sí, en español una pregunta. prácticas para compartir con Telemundo y Univisión. Básicamente lo mismo que te pregunto, Trey, cuéntanos cómo te sientes preparándote para esta nueva temporada, qué expectativas hay en cuanto a jugadores, el cambio en el cuerpo técnico, cómo te preocupa, cómo te emociona eso, así nos puedes dar como un resumen en español.
Ok. No, estoy muy contento con el grupo. Yo creo que físicamente llegaron en buena forma. Claro, todavía estamos esperando varios jugadores que a lo mejor se juntan con el grupo en Portugal, pero en este momento es muy importante que el cuerpo técnico se enfoque en los jugadores que tenemos. Hay varios jóvenes que anduvieron muy bien hoy. Y la parte del cuerpo técnico, hay dos entrenadores nuevos. Son muy buena personas, pero también son muy buenos entrenadores. Y tengo expectativas grandes para los jugadores, para este año, pero también con el cuerpo técnico. Así cuando tenemos el grupo junto, yo creo que vamos a ser un grupo muy fuerte.